Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there stood a grand castle on top of a rainbow-colored hill. The castle wasn't like any other. It sparkled with every color you could imagine. But one morning, something strange happened. When the sun rose, all the colors were gone. The castle turned completely gray. King Lumo, the ruler of the castle, was heartbroken. "Without colors, our joy is fading," he sighed. The flowers wilted, the butterflies flew away, and even the sky above the castle turned dull. No one knew how the colors had disappeared. But there was one little girl who believed she could help. Her name was Lila, and she loved painting rainbows with her magic brush. She lived in a small cottage near the woods and always dreamed of visiting the castle. When Lila heard what had happened, she packed her brush, her paints, and a big smile. "I'm going to find the colors and bring them back," she told her cat, Momo, who followed her everywhere. As Lila walked up the gray hill, everything looked sleepy and sad. She gently touched the castle wall with her brush, but nothing changed. She whispered. "The colors must be hiding somewhere." Suddenly, a whispery voice came from the wind. "Find the 3 color crystals, red for courage, blue for kindness, and yellow for joy. Only then will the colors return." Lila nodded bravely and began her quest. She followed a path into the woods, where she met a grumpy dragon. His scales were dull and dusty. "I lost my fire," he grumbled. Lila smiled kindly. "Maybe you're just missing courage." She gave him a red flower and painted his scales red. A red crystal popped out from his tail. Next, she found a crying cloud sitting over a pond. "Nobody likes my rain," the cloud sniffled. Lila held its misty hand and said, "Your rain helps flowers grow. That's very kind." She painted the cloud light blue. A blue crystal floated from the sky. Finally, she reached a lonely sunflower who had turned its face down. "I don't shine anymore," it whispered. Lila danced around the flower, sang a silly song, and tickled its petals. The sunflower giggled and lifted its head. From its center, a yellow crystal glowed. With all 3 crystals in her hand, Lila returned to the castle. As she placed them on the castle gate, a magical wind swept through. Colors burst from the ground, the sky, the walls, everywhere. The castle shimmered once again. King Lumo danced with joy. The flowers bloomed, the butterflies returned, and even Momo purred with happiness. "You brought back more than color," said the king. "You brought courage, kindness, and joy." And from that day on, the Castle of Lost Colors became the Castle of Bright Hearts. Lila was named the Guardian of Colors, and every year, children from all over came to paint their dreams on the castle walls.